And that is a nice trigger on this new Canik Mete Prime. Made in the USA, guys. This is their new lineup to their Canik Mete MC9 series. This is the Prime. This thing is actually really nice. Quite a bit more expensive though, because like the MC9 LS comes in around just a little under $500. This comes in around $600 to a little bit over, a little bit under, just depending on where you live. But it has some really nice upgrades. So it actually has some really nice sights. It has an orange front sight, which has a tritium insert, nice blacked out rear, which is great. But man, that trigger, whew, that trigger is nice. And then it has 3 ports in the top of that barrel right there. So it's supposed to help with that recoil a lot and just keep that muzzle blast from going up. It's just supposed to stay more flat. Haven't even tried it out. I just picked it up from the store. This is our first shots with the Canik Mete MC9 Prime. And that's nice too. It has a flared magwell on the bottom right there. And the stippling on this thing, man, this feels so good. They did a really nice job on the stippling. And the undercut under that trigger feels really good. Let's give it some first shots here. This guy holds 17 rounds of ammo in the magazine, and we're gonna see how it feels. Definitely has reduced recoil for sure. Not as much as what they claim, I don't think. It kind of falls in line similar to like the P365X Macro comp. Very similar, but man, a lot louder. This thing is very loud with that ported barrel right there. So it's ported in comp, so actually the goes right through the slide as well, which is kind of cool. And it does show the Canik emblem right on the top of that barrel there, which is cool, a Prime. And this is cut out for an optic for RMSC, so you can put like a Holliston 507K or 407K or an EPS carry on it, which is nice. Hey, you know what? I got 20 round magazine Canik right there. Canik magazine. Let's see if it works in this new Prime. Man, I like the feel of it so far. I'm gonna just do some slow shooting and kind of see where, oh, it's stuck a little bit. I'm gonna pull the slide back enough there. I don't think it has that much felt difference in recoil. It kind of feels like the MC9 LS, honestly, but louder. Maybe a little bit, probably like 10%, like I was saying, and felt recoil. But man, the trigger is super nice. Like it has that really fat, flat-faced trigger safety on there, and just really nice. This is probably the closest thing you can get to like a single action firearm. So this is striker fired, but man, it sure feels like a single action hammer fired gun, but it's not. This thing is actually really feels really good. I like the feeling of it quite a bit. It's probably the best feel of a handgun, honestly, I've felt. Better than the SIG even. I don't have the interchangeable backstrap. This is just what came in pre-installed. It does have 2 other size back straps so you can put on there, which is cool, and a really nice case for it, which I'm sure everyone's kind of seen on the internet. Yeah, let's throw the other mag. It comes with 2 magazines in there, so 2 17 round magazines, which is nice. So this is about the exact same size as the SIG P365X Macro, and then they changed it a lot too. I love that they added more texturing on this slide, so there's a lot more aggressive serrations on the slide compared to their MC9 LS or MC9L. It just looks better, it feels better, it's easier to rack, and the sights on it are just really, really good. So yeah, that's a nice shooting gun, guys. That's probably my favorite feeling Canik that they've ever made. And on top of that, this is made in the USA now. So I think they make this in Florida, if I'm not mistaken. Correct me if I'm wrong, but this is really nice. The sights, the trigger, the stippling on it is just excellent. It's not too aggressive, but it's aggressive enough to where it feels perfect in your hands. Like if your hands are getting sweaty when it's hot, I mean, this is gonna feel absolutely fantastic when you're shooting it. So man, I really like it so far. So far, first impressions, great so far. Comes with a nice holster as well, way better than their old holsters. So it's actually nice. It's an inside the waistband, outside the waistband holster, can be reversed for either one. And then it has a nice flared opening right there for easy access. You don't pinch the side of your skin or your stomach when you're putting it into your holster. Not really the best holster, I would say, for inside the waistband appendix, but great for like, you know, 2 or 3 o'clock carry. That's what I would use it for, but way better of a holster than their last models. Okay, we're gonna do some slower shooting with it. I got a couple targets set up there, 3 of them today. Let's just see how accurate it is. It's still sticking a little bit on these 20 round mags because they're really tight when you first put it in these 20 round magazines. So that's the only problem I'm having so far, and I don't think that's really a problem. These are new magazines, so they're pretty tight when you first load them up to 20 rounds. But let's see, we're gonna go for that big target in the center, very top of it. See how accurate this thing is? Yeah, just over the top. There we go. This is really easy to shoot accurately. I mean, I just put 4 in like a 3 MOA circle on the very top of that 4-inch plate on the top of that big target. Let's try those small targets. This thing feels so good in the hands. Everything about it just feels really nice and just really high quality. That trigger is really what they've improved the most on, I would say. It's probably their best Canik trigger out there. It's really similar to the TTI Combat and like their steel competition triggers, but something about this just feels really nice. All right, we're gonna shoot one more mag with it, finish up this first impressions on the Canik Mete MC9 Prime. Really like it so far. It shoots really nice. Yeah, it doesn't break the grip. That's the best thing. The camera's falling over. It doesn't break the grip like you would on like some of those other compacts that really start wiggling your hands loose, just because that grip feels really great. Kind of tucks your hands nicely under the trigger. Feels really good. The texturing on it feels excellent. And yeah, red dot ready, excellent iron sights on there. So those are really good. But yeah, first impressions, this thing is really awesome. Highly recommend it so far. But we're gonna do some more testing with it compared to the SIG P365X macro and some other comped guns. So stick around for more content, guys, because more's coming your way. I love you guys. Stay safe, keep on shooting. Have a great day.